A widow from the September 11th attacks called Saudi Arabia disgraceful after their attorney characterized her landmark 9/11 lawsuit as Islamophobic. The lawsuit aims to uncover if members of Saudi Arabian kingdom provided financial support to the terrorists that hijacked and crashed two planes into the New York Twin Towers. Joining me to talk about this is Molly Barrows, legal journalist for the Trial Lawyer magazine. Molly, thanks. Tell me, it's been 17 years since the attack. What evidence has emerged? What's changed about all of this?
Well, this lawsuit was actually first brought to court in 2010, but it was dismissed because there were laws in place against suing Saudi Arabia. Essentially, you couldn't go after any government for terrorism that wasn't on the U.S. list of state-sponsored terrorists.
And now Congress finally did something smart and said, yeah, we can sue Saudi Arabia. And matter of fact, our law firm, full disclosure, we're doing that. We're suing terrorists all over the country. All over the world, actually, under this new terrorist act. But anyway, so that's the change.
That's the change. So Justice Against Sponsors of Terrorism Act in 2016 opened the door for them to refile this lawsuit. And basically because it was dismissed before, the Saudi Arabian attorneys are saying, well, you should dismiss it again, not only for lack of evidence, because there is no evidence. They're basically making a claim that those who support Islam or the religion of Islam itself, everyone who believes in it is terrorists. And that's not at all what this widow is saying.
But that's what the attorneys are trying to turn this against her and all. You're just victimizing Islam, which is absurd.
It is.
From the very time, matter of fact, their argument in front of Congress, when Congress says we're going to open this up to where we can sue Saudi Arabia, that was the argument to Congress. Oh, you're just victimizing us. You're victimizing Islam. You're victimizing Muslims. And it doesn't have anything to do with that. The truth is, what was it? 85% of the people involved in the Twin Towers were from Saudi Arabia.
15 out of 19 were from Saudi Arabia. And not even until now were they able to approach suing the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
So the good news is maybe this woman can do something that has some long, and call it what you want. I don't care what you call it. Maybe victimizing Islam. I really don't care. But this is going to have long-standing effect on how these lawsuits take place against Saudi Arabia.
You're right, because there are so many, and it is bringing to light new evidence, which has recently been declassified information from the FBI, as well the 9/11 Commission report, that indicates that there was a connection between Saudi Arabia and some of these terrorist cells.
Yeah, but you have the ultra-liberal media. Oh my God, we're going after Islam. We're not going after Islam.
No, terrorists.
You're going after terrorists that lived and thrive in Saudi Arabia. That's just the truth of this story. Molly, thanks for joining me.
Yes, and before we go, Pap, you were fresh off the plane from Denver. You were at the Sundance Film Festival where The Devil We Know premiered. You were featured in that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's a film that's going to do very, very well. It's a film that's about DuPont poisoning the water of 70,000 people in the Ohio River Valley. At Sundance, it was a huge, mega success. So I'm very proud to see this movie released.
It's important it's released, and thanks so much for the work you did that made it possible for them to do that film.
Well, thank you, Molly. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.